Okay, no one's here right now. I feel like there's an echo with this audio, so I'm gonna wait until people actually start showing up to let me know if the sound is okay. So I'm just gonna start drawing, and once people actually start showing up, then I will answer some questions. So let's get this going. How do I flip the camera? Oh, there we go. Okay, how do I check the chats? Okay, well, I don't know. I guess I'll just start drawing. So just in the camera, just a little bit. I can see what's going on here. All right, there we go. Okay, what am I gonna draw? I'm just gonna draw these little like blobs. Well, no one's here, so I'm not even gonna bother answering any questions. I'm just gonna draw. And once people actually show up, hi girly, how are you doing? I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. By the way, I plugged in my mic to my phone that's recording this, so if it sounds very echoey, let me know, and I'll just unplug it and use my regular phone microphone. I'm just gonna be doodling, and I'm gonna answer some questions. I have some prepared already, but if you guys have any extra questions you want to ask me, feel free to ask away. Again, if the audio sounds really echoey or too loud, let me know and I'll make some adjustments. And yes, you can ask me. Ask me whatever you'd like. Well, keep it appropriate, please. And I see I'm so tired, so only Monday. Yes. What is your favorite top 10 TV shows and movies? That's really hard. Um, I have a lot of really well, I have a lot of movies that I would say I really like, but to say that they are my absolute top 10 favorites, I don't know if I have that, but I'll give you some that I really like. So, movies, oh God, that looks so bad. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so movie-wise, there's this movie called um, Blink Twice, and I just saw it a couple months ago. It's a thriller. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's one of those movies where you don't really know what's going on until close to the end. So I really like to predict movies. And usually I want to say that I'm not always super far off. But this movie, I had absolutely no idea what was going on. Um, I also really like classics like The Shining. I like, oh, thank you. My friend just did my nails a couple days ago. I haven't got my nails done in a really long time, so thanks. Okay, what other movies? Okay, so Blink Twice, The Shining. Um, let's see, what else do I like? I feel like I'm blanking all of a sudden on movies. Like I suddenly don't know any movies. Oh, I really like the Marvel movies. Like Black Widow is one of my favorites. Um, obviously I love the Avengers. Um, can we be friends? You are starting to be my bro and homie and my dude. Oh, thanks. Of course, we're all friends here. Um, I don't I don't know why I'm suddenly blanking on movies that I really like. I like I mean I could tell you like directors that I like. Like I really like Wes Anderson, Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg. Um Stanley Kubrick is one of my favorites, hence really liking The Shining. I like Clockwork Orange. I just rewatched the 2001 A Space Odyssey movie because I watched it several years ago and I was not a big fan of it, only because I didn't think it was a bad movie. I just didn't think it made that much sense. So I watched it again like 10 years later because I was like, I gotta see maybe it was just me. But then I watched it and I was like, no, it's not just me. I'm still confused. But visually, it's one of the most amazing movies I've ever seen, especially for its time. Let's see. Is this your first live stream? If so, you are doing a good job. I've only done two other live streams. They weren't like this. It was a little bit different. Like I didn't do the vertical. I had it a little bit more planned out, I want to say. At least the first one. But yeah. How are you? I hope you're doing well and good. I am doing fantastic. I've been wanting to do another live stream for a while. They are kind of hard, I would say. It's because I don't know. I feel like I never really know what to say, and it's kind of weird because I feel like I'm talking to myself, even though there's obviously people watching and like asking questions and things, but it's because I'm not looking at anybody. Let's see. What did I do today? I just did some work, worked on putting together a new video. Not this one. This one was very last minute. But I'm not going to tell you what the video is about. You will just have to wait and see. I'm still figuring out when I'm going to put it all together and like actually post it, so I can't really give you too much information on that. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened today. Okay, do you guys want to hear some answers to some questions that I have prepared? Do I play any sports? I do Krav Maga. So if you don't know what that is, it's a Israeli self-defense system. I also do jujitsu. I'm not very good at it, but hey, I'm trying. Can you use purple in the drawing? Not trying to tell you how to be an artist, but just an idea. Absolutely. Let me look for my purple. Like I'm really just doodling. There really is no plan here. I'm just gonna see what happens, and hopefully I draw something that's not complete trash. Okay, I think you can make a movie recap videos. Yeah, I actually saw a movie yesterday. It was called Weapons. I just saw it in the theaters. Okay, so I'm a person. Do you have any ideas for what I should use in the drawing? I mean, the purple, like what I should draw. Draw panda. Okay, someone said draw panda. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna draw a panda straight from my memory. And I might have this very, very wrong. Okay, so we'll draw a purple panda. Um, I want to say their ears are like, oh my god. No, they're like that, right? I don't even know. I'm about to look this up because I don't want it to look like really ugly. A dino. Okay. We'll draw a dinosaur panda. Okay, that's the horn. Here are the ears. Okay, I completely lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about beforehand. Um, Let me see. It's kind of hard because I'm trying to look at the chat and also draw at the same time. So, I think I was answering if I've done a live stream before. I don't remember if I completely answered that question. Okay, this does not look like a panda. Like I don't know what this looks like. But it's fine because it's not supposed to be perfect. This is abstract. That's my answer to everything that I don't do perfect. It's just abstract. Okay, let's see what the chat said. Draw an astronaut. Okay, I'm gonna keep your guys's suggestions in mind, and I'm gonna try to draw as quickly as I can so that I can get as many of your suggestions as possible. Okay, I'm gonna answer some questions. Okay, I have some prepared. If you guys don't like the questions, I don't know. You can probably hear my dogs in the background barking. I'm gonna wait for them to stop because it's kind of annoying. It's a unicorn panda dino bandit. Yeah, exactly. See, like, it's fine. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, let me look at my questions really quick. What's the hardest part of the creative process? Okay, if I get 3 thumbs up on that, then I'll answer that question. If I don't get any, or if I don't get 3, then I'll just move on to the next question, or you guys can ask me a different question. Okay, I'm gonna give this panda some gloves. Look at that. And some little boots. Okay, I got 1 thumbs up. I need 2 more. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna go with the little claws. Check it out. Awesome. And that is my unicorn panda bandit. We're gonna give it a little bit more pizzazz by adding a little bit of black, some fine lining, you know. Krav Maga. How's Krav Maga going? It's going pretty well. I enjoy it very much. Very much. It's really fun. I like learning different things and staying active, which is why I joined in the first place. Because I used to go to the gym a lot, but I found that it was eventually just kind of gets a little boring, you know, like especially when you go by yourself and then you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I get like people like that, but for me, I was like, I kind of want to do something a little bit different. So hence why I decided to do Krav Maga. Um, what inspired me to do YouTube? I have always been a creative person. So I started off with drawing when I was a kid, and then I moved into like wanting to be an actor, realized that wasn't for me. Then I decided to do filmmaking and then photography. Then at some point I kind of wrapped around and decided to do YouTube because I feel like if you go into like the filmmaking world, like professionally, like let's say Hollywood, then you have to follow certain rules and you don't have as much creative freedom unless you're like the director. And even so, like the directors still have to follow like a lot of rules and things that, and they can't do everything that they want to do. So I figured YouTube was a great place to kind of get what I wanted out there. I thought I was 16 years old. I am not 16. I wish I was. Can you get a shout out? All right, shout out to I'm a person. Thank you for being here. I love the username, the name. What is it called? Username, the URL. Yeah, that works. We can make a good movie recap videos together. Well, I'm always watching different movies. So Krav Maga is just advanced karate. It's not, it's a bit different. So karate, I would say like you learn how to fight, but you're also, there's a lot of performance involved as well. Whereas Krav Maga is strictly self-defense. There really isn't much performing. Um, they don't really care like if your kicks look pretty as long as they are effective. So that's just an example. Can I say hi, Lily? Hi, Lily. Um, what is your favorite part about summer? My favorite part about summer is there's so much to do in the summertime. Um, Whereas, like, especially because I live in Chicago, so it's cold for a good part of the year. And I guess there are still things going on, but it's so cold that you don't even care to do anything. So I really love just the warm weather and being able to go outside and enjoy like the outdoors and do things. Like I like to go to concerts that are outdoors. I like to go on trails, just sit outside, maybe read, right? Um, just go on a little adventure or really just like walk around, sit outside while I eat. So yeah, that's what I would say. There's a lot to do, and I like to be outdoors. Um, what is your okay? But would you rather have 5 cars or 6 houses? Um, neither actually. I don't really care too much about houses or cars or things like that. Not to say that I don't want anything like that. I'm just not. I care more about experiences than like things. You've seen my training sessions. Oh yeah, so on Instagram sometimes I do like to post my training sessions every so often. Can I name the unicorn panda dino bandit, please? Okay, absolutely. And I'll write it down. Okay, so go ahead and give me a good name and I'll write it down. Hi, I'm a person. Is the sound okay? I can't really tell. Sir Fancyton. Okay, that's a good one. Sir, I feel like it should be in a with an accent, like Sir Fancyton. I don't have a good accent, so that's what I got. Okay, I'll write it down in here once I finish making the little sign. Sir Fancyton. Okay, I'm gonna move on to another question. Let's see what we have here. I didn't get. Wait, I think I only got 2 thumbs up or one. All right, so you guys did not want to hear that first question. Okay, then what about what's a mistake you made on YouTube that taught you something? How about that one? You want to hear that one? Thank you. I like the name Emily too. I feel like it's a kind name. And I think I would say I'm a kind person. Or I'd like to say I'm a kind person, so I feel like it suits me pretty well. I don't even know if I like this green color. But I can't really go back, so I'm kind of stuck with it. Oh, thanks, I'm a person. What am I drawing? I'm drawing a sign for the Panda Dino Bandit because I'm gonna write the name inside. But before I put the name in, I need to let it dry a bit, so I'm gonna give it a little outline. So like the overall drawing itself isn't anything in particular, it's really just a bunch of doodles. So if there's something you want me to doodle, I will do my best. That was supposed to be a panda, and then it turned into like 3 different things. Am I gonna post my live stream on YouTube? Yeah, I'll probably just keep it up. Like once I finish the live stream, like I'm not gonna delete it, I don't think. Um, okay, so what was the name again? Sir, I gotta look back at the live stream. Someone said, can you draw Chef Boyardee? I'm definitely gonna need to look that up because I cannot for the life of me remember what that looks like. Do you remember the Chef Boyardee commercials? I don't know if they still do those, but where it was like the kid would go to the store and really wanted Chef Boyardee, so it would follow them home, which it was a cute commercial at the time, but when you really think about it, it's like that's kind of creepy. Okay, Sir Fancyton. And then I'll draw like a big red arrow. Okay, you said sound just fine. This is about, we're watching someone doodle. Yes, you are watching me doodle, and we're just having a nice little chat here while I doodle. I'm not amazing at it, but I feel like it's fine. Like it could be worse, right? I'm also answering any questions that you may have about whatever. I was gonna keep it in like the creative realm, but I don't think anyone really wants to hear that right now, so that's fine too. It is Monday, so I feel like everyone's kind of just like out of it right now. It's everyone's least favorite day of the week, except mine. I actually really like Mondays. I sound like a psycho saying that, but Monday is actually my favorite day of the week. But let me explain why Monday is my favorite day of the week before everybody starts jumping down my throat. It's because I feel like let's for example, Friday is usually everyone's favorite day, but Friday is like when you're the most exhausted. Monday you have the most energy because you were able to rest over the weekend, and that's to say if you have like um a break on the weekend, you know. So I like it. I like getting my week set on Monday and going for it, like going hard at it the rest of the week, and that's why Monday's my favorite. I feel like this sign needs like something else, like something that kind of pops out. So we're gonna do like dots. Give it give it a little bit more life. And you know what? I'm gonna do one of these. I'm trying to make it like, I feel like I messed that up. I'm trying to make it like kind of 3D looking. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. Thoughts about collabs with YouTubers. I would love to do collabs with different YouTubers. Nope, sorry, I just bought a mic. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that I definitely would want to collab with. It kind of just like takes the time for people to find you, and then if you reach out, like people can be very selective on like who they want to work with, especially like if you don't have a huge following, then they may not want to do a collab with you right away. And I get it, you know, like they're busy people and they want to make sure that the collabs are going to be really helpful to them, not just you. But yeah, I definitely would do a collab with different YouTubers. Like I would do one with Goxart. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. I really like Colt Kieran, Life of Riza. There's Andrew Paul. Well, Andrew Paul 1 is his URL. Let me see if I missed anything. Thoughts about class. Monday's peak motivation day. Yeah, Monday is peak motivation day. My cat Zuko likes your live stream and says hi. Hi, Zuko. Okay. All right. What else should I draw? All right, I'm gonna use pink, but you gotta give me something to draw. Can I draw a Labubu? I don't even know how to draw that. Like, what even is that? All right, let's try again. A lion. Okay. With pink. Okay. Funny enough, I actually have a lion tattoo. I'm not going to show you right now because it's on my arm, and the way that the camera is, it's kind of, it would be a little uncomfortable to show. Okay. I'm going to do half of a lion face. Okay, so it's like, we got the hair going. Beautiful purple, I mean, not purple, pink locks. There we go. I actually was not going to do this live stream today. Like, one, it was very last minute. Two, I posted to see if anybody wanted me to do it, and I hadn't gotten a response until much later in the day. So by that point, I was like, forget it. Like, it's fine. We're not going to do that today. Oh, I think I messed this up. Oh, God. What have I done? Okay, well, yeah. This is what we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna just fill it in a little bit. And do some of that. Get some of that action. Okay, let's see. How do I make new friends? How do you make new friends, or how do I make new friends? What is my favorite drink? Boring enough is water. I also like tea. I know that sounds super grandma, but hey, my kidneys love me. And I'm never dehydrated because ew. No thanks. I also want to live to 100 years old. And if I'm over here drinking like juice or like alcohol all the time or just like sodas and things, probably not going to live to 100. Just saying. I don't even like sodas and things like that much anyway, so I feel like it's not even that worth it. Portsmouth, Virginia. Oh, nice. I've been to Virginia like once. I don't know where I was, like what part I was in. I was just visiting some family. I just remember it being really cold. I was like 11, so I didn't really know exactly where I was, but it was very cold. And I was living in Florida at the time, so I was not really used to that weather. But now I am because I've been living in Chicago forever. And speaking of the weather, which I don't really like to talk about the weather because that's just like boring small talk, but I do want to say, like, if you're in Chicago or somewhere near it or something, it was chilly today. How does that look? Does that look like a lion? No, it really doesn't. It looks like a shell, right? Okay, abstract. Do I have siblings? Yes, I have siblings. Do I know someone named Will? Nope, I do not. Looks like a hairy dude. Okay, yeah. This is like my lion hairy dude. You know, I'm all about that abstract. You know, first we have my supposed to be panda, but then it turned into a dino panda bandit. And now this is a hairy dude lion. Can you hear like all the lines that I'm making? Cause that could be like what's it called? ASMR. Anyways, I see your content as well. thank you. Appreciate all of you for the support. Not just for today, but in general. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Because honestly, being on YouTube is not an easy thing. Like, one, coming up with ideas can be very difficult. It's also discouraging sometimes because you can spend a lot of time putting something together and really feel very confident about it, but then it may not get as many views, as you were expecting. But when it gets literally any views, it's feels good, I guess. But would I still do it if like I got 0 views on every single video? Yeah, I would. Like I wouldn't it wouldn't feel very good. But I still would do it because I'm not doing it just for views. I'm doing it because I actually like to do it. Like it's fun. Like I spend a lot of time making videos, so I might as well just like enjoy it. Like what's the point if you don't enjoy what you're doing? Especially like if you're not gonna get much in return, if anything. Ugh, I feel like I'm messing this up. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that monstrosity alone. All right, so let's try to have some more creative questions. Where did I put my list? Subscribe button. Yeah. Let me just look that up real quick so I don't botch it. Subscribe. I'm just Googling it real quick. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna put it up here. Give it a little sign. There. And it has like a, which one should I do? There's like a couple different options. So there's the one with the bell. I feel like I may have messed that one up. Let me see. A little bell. It's cute. And then I'll do the subscribe word after. What did Iron Man tell the Hulk? I have no idea. Go to Samsburger? Smashburger? Did I get it right? I don't know any good jokes. Katana, hello, welcome. We're just drawing. Just different things that you guys asked me to draw, I'm gonna draw. I'm not very good at it, so don't expect too much. I'm drawing the subscribe button right now. I definitely messed up that bell, but it's fine. Can be perfect. Okay, the one thing I have been forgetting to do is when you are going to use a Posca marker, you have to shake it to kind of mix up the paint a little bit. And let me let that dry. I'm going to let that dry before I do anything else. Okay. What color have I not done? So I've done red, purple, orange, blue, green. I'll do one of this color. I'm gonna give this a little bit more. You can't even see that. Okay, never mind. It's not gonna work. If I need an editor, I can reach out to you. Thank you. I actually was, for a long time, I was considering getting an editor, but I feel like at this point, I'm starting to enjoy the editing process a little bit more. I think what was going on was, I think it was maybe just the type of videos that I was doing before that I wasn't enjoying the editing process, because a lot of it was just me sitting down talking. And I hated having to go through all of that dialogue when there was really not much else going on. But now I'm trying to have more creative videos. Aside from this one's kind of just like, I'm just drawing. Like there's not much going on. Uh, but yeah, but I'm enjoying the process a little bit more. But if I do decide that I want an editor at some point, I will make a post about it, and feel free to let your editing friends know, or if you yourself like to edit, you can reach out to me if I do decide to hire an editor at some point. Okay, that looks way better. I'm gonna do that to all of them. Give them a little bit more pizzazz, as they say, as the youngins say. I'm just kidding. I'm young too, okay? Someone said that they thought I was 16 years old. Thank you, actually. That's such a compliment. When I'm like 80, I hope someone says I look like I'm 20. Like max 25. Like don't go above that, because then that's just like, it's rude. It's rude. And it's rude to ask a lady how old she is. I'm kidding. I don't really care. I mean, maybe when I'm older I'll care. I don't know, because I feel like when, you know, you're young, like a young woman, you don't really care. But when you're like an older woman, you're like, don't ask me how old I am. Why do men not care, but women do? That doesn't make any sense. I suck at editing. That's why I post mostly shorts. Honestly, I feel like editing is just one of those things that takes a little bit of time. Like, there, you can do a lot with your editing, or you can do like the bare minimum and still make it really good. I think the thing is, like with editing, is as long as you're telling a decent story, then the editing part doesn't matter as much. Like, there has to be, like, something in your editing that's okay. But I don't know, that's just my thought. But you can definitely get better at editing. Just do it more. That's it. My birthday is in less than 2 months. I will be 13. Well, happy early birthday. Oh, I forgot about my subscribe sign. Okay. Okay. Sub. Ugh, I feel like I ruined it. No, you can't really see. Okay. Subscribe. What do you guys think about videos? So like when you're watching a video and someone tells you to like and subscribe, but like right when you click on the video, that's what they ask for. So like before you even get into the video, and they ask for a like and subscribe. Like what do you think about that? Does that bother you? Because I've read, like on Reddit, I like to read different things that people think. And I've read a couple times that people will immediately leave the video if someone asks them to like and subscribe before the video really starts. Like I've never left, but I personally don't like when they do that, because it doesn't even give me an opportunity to know if I even like the video in the first place. That you ate batteries on bacon. I don't know if that's what you meant to say or if that was like a typo, but that sounds not delicious. I feel like once you add black, it just makes it look so much better. Like even if you mess up, adding black to it just makes it look like it's supposed to be that way. Look at that. I wish it was a little brighter, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Maybe I'll try to do a couple different layers. You like my art? Thank you. Right away is annoying. I wouldn't leave. Yeah, I I don't know about leaving per se, but I don't necessarily like that. I've actually never asked anyone to subscribe in any of my videos. I know that some people say, you know, like you have a lot of people who are like, oh, make sure you ask for a like and subscribe, even if it's like just at the end, but I've never done it. And I don't know how it's because I just don't know how I feel about it. I feel like if you wanted to, then you would just do it. Like I wouldn't have to ask for it. But apparently it does help. Like it reminds people to like and subscribe. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm there or if I'll ever be at the point where I'm gonna ask for it. And maybe if I do ask for it, then it'll be at the end or like in the middle. So it's like if you even made it to the middle, then it's like, okay, well, maybe you'll stay to the end. Like maybe the video is good enough for you to like and subscribe, and then I'll just give you like a little reminder. But I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided on that. Okay, I'm gonna draw like little fireballs or like little fires, a little blue flame because that looks cool. Look at that. I feel like I'm gonna start running out of space, so I might just like start a new little canvas here. Um, but I'm gonna do another one, but like we'll do like an orange one, like an orange and red one while that one dries. Because I'm gonna do like add some other stuff on there. So I'm gonna draw a little orange fire. Oh, okay. I feel like that doesn't look like fire. I think I messed that one up a little bit, but it's fine. You know, I can't erase it, so I just have to keep going. It's like life, you know. Once you do something, you can't take it back. Look at me being all philosophical. I actually have been wanting to get more into philosophy. I feel like sometimes I come across things and I'm like, wow, that was so insightful. I love the sound of these markers. It's like ASMR. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the chat too much. I get like once I'm like when I'm filling things in, I kind of forget about the chat for like a moment, or like the not forget, but just to look at it to make sure that like you guys aren't asking me any questions. So give me 1 second while I do that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Beautiful drawing. Thank you. I think I answered that already. Um, okay, someone said, the moment I see it in the beginning, I'm mentally checked out. Yeah, that's funny. um, bingo, bango, Django got chained. I don't know what that is. Bingo, bango, Django. Wow, I like that rhyme though. Ooh. It's a dog from a kid's cartoon, Bluey. Oh, I've seen that somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna try. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but let me finish these little fires right here. Add some more pizzazz. Okay. So when I was deciding to do a live stream, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do it about. So I was doing some research on different live stream ideas, and I was like, okay, well, what if I just answer some questions? So the very first live stream that I ever did was, I think, a couple months ago, like 2 months ago or something. And I had people ask me questions, but I feel like at some point, like there were no other questions, and I'm kind of just like talking. So I wanted to have questions prepared. And then I also thought, well, I don't want to just talk and, stare at the screen the whole time because eventually that kind of like is boring and people don't really want to watch anymore because like who wants to just look at a person the whole time doing nothing, just talking. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just draw. Like I'll do something different. Make it a little bit more interesting. My dog just made me bring her on top of my loft bed. That's so cute. You and your dog can watch me draw. This, oh, I'll draw something in honor of your dog. I'll draw a dog. Well, I guess you said Bluey's a dog. Gotta concentrate on this part. I actually was thinking about customizing something like some denim pants or my denim jacket, but there was a little bit too much preparation that I had to do ahead of time, so I was like, I'll probably just do that in a video, like a full video that's not live because I have to prepare quite a bit on like the actual canvas itself, so I'm like, I'll just wait. Do it another time. So I'm like, I'm just gonna draw on just some paper, do some doodles. I have some other doodles in this notebook, not a lot, but I'll show you guys if you care. Favorite Wes Anderson movie. My favorite Wes Anderson movie is, I'm gonna say, Fantastic Mr. Fox. I saw that movie a long time ago. I saw it when it came out, and at the time I didn't know it was a Wes Anderson movie because I was like a kid still. And I really liked it. And then eventually, when I got more into movies and then I started learning about different directors, I was like, oh, no way, that's a Wes Anderson movie. I really like that one because it's funny. Like, all his movies are very funny because they're very blunt and odd. Like, really, really odd. Like, the things that people say, like, in real life, no one's going to say those things or react the way that they do. It's not even just like the bluntness of the movies, but I like the way that the stories are told, like the how he centers everyone. Like I do that a lot in my videos or even the photos that I take. I always like to have something in the center. And I actually took one photography class when I was in college, and I always centered my subject. And my teacher at the time used to get on me and she would say, you shouldn't center anything like ever because you need to follow the rule of thirds. And if you don't know what the rule of thirds is, it's essentially like invisible lines. So there's like, here, let me see if I can, I'm going to just explain it with the markers. This is the rule of thirds. Oh, wait, I think I'm missing one. Oh, no, it should be like that. Okay, so you're supposed to have like people in the corners, here, like in the corners. And I'm like, no, I want them dead center in the middle. But she always complained about it. And I was like, no, I'm just going to keep doing it my way. Eventually, I did start doing the rule of thirds because it does look good. But that's the thing, there's no rules to art as long as it looks good and there's intention. So it's really about the intention. You can break the rules. I don't even think that they should be called rules. I'm gonna do another little one of those. I feel like that spot was calling it. These are like those things from SpongeBob. I don't know what they're called, but I think they're really cute. So the thing about drawing on paper with Posca markers is there's like, it sheds a little bit, like the paper sheds. So you kind of have to be a little careful. Like you can't press too hard on it. Draw a skeleton. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Okay, my favorite film from A24. Um, let's see. I what even like is considered A24? Like that's not rhetorical. Please let me know. Everything Everywhere All at Once is life changing. I think that's what she meant to say. Have you seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? I have seen it. So the first time I should have watched it, I fell asleep, not because it was boring, but I was just so tired, and it's a long movie, and it's also you have to pay attention, otherwise you're going to be very confused. And so that was not a good time to watch it. But then I actually watched it, and it was so trippy. That movie is brilliant, like absolutely brilliant. Even the casting was amazing. Like I want to be able to make films on YouTube with that style. Like in a sense, where there's like a bunch going on, so many different shots. The story is crazy, but you're still super engaged. Okay. Okay, let me figure out how I'm going to draw the skeleton. What time is it? It's 9:24 for me. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, let's do the black. We'll find a little spot for it. Okay, this is gonna be my skeleton. I'm just gonna do like a skull. I feel like I don't have enough space on this canvas here. I don't know if I have space for the little teeth. There. There we go. Like a little nose. And then I'm gonna draw like the little bones. What is this from? Oh, like those flags, like the pirate flags. They usually have these. Oh, that's definitely not connecting. It's fine. Like I said earlier, it's not supposed to be perfect. I'm just doodling. I'm not a professional. It's just for fun. Okay. How's that? I feel like that looks fine. Thank you. It's very kind to say that I'm inspiring. I try. I don't know if I like try, but it's nice to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more to this. Sometimes I feel like it's missing something. My favorite word right now is pizzazz. And right now, I mean, since I started the live stream. Okay. Oh, let me go back to the little subscribe button. See if I can. Yeah, that didn't even do anything. I'm just gonna leave it how it is so I don't ruin it. Okay, what else should I draw? You have a video idea for me to paint designs on my nails. Don't get the wrong, your nails are pretty, but I would love to watch you do designs. Oh my goodness. If I could do nail art, that would be so cool. I actually have a really good friend who does nail art. Maybe one day I'll see if she wants to do some nail art on me and I'll record it cuz I cannot do that. Like I don't know how people like this canvas, just like one nail is so tiny. Like I don't understand how people can get such precise lines and designs. But we'll see. I feel like my nails look so little. I just cut them, so they're really short because I play guitar and I can't play if my nails are long, even though I really like long nails. I can't do it, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything. What is the book in the back about? Oh, this one? Oh, speaking of Wes Anderson, I got this book called Accidentally Wes Anderson Adventures. So these were photos that were taken by, I think, different photographers. So no, not like one person. And it's just a bunch of photos that look like they're from Wes Anderson movies. Hold on. Let's actually find a photo. Like that. See? So I find it really inspiring, you know, it's just architecture. Architecture that looks like it was from a Wes Anderson movie. And one of my inspirations is architecture. I feel like there's so much going on and I really love color. If you notice from watching my videos, I like to play with color a lot, like in my wardrobe, like what I'm wearing, my backgrounds, the art that I put on my walls. So sometimes when I'm feeling kind of stuck and I don't really know what to write about or, you know, film, I'll just open this book and I'll just start randomly going through it and seeing if there's anything really cool that for some reason sparks some type of inspiration. Even if I'm not going to go around, you know, looking for different art like this, it's nice to see it. Sometimes it just sparks random sparks of inspiration. Yes. Okay. And I like to keep it on my desk because one, it looks really cool and I love the yellow. And if I can see it, I'll think about it when I feel like I need some inspiration. Okay. Let's see. One day the book will be opened. I open it every so often when I need inspiration. Draw Post Malone sipping sangria. That would be very difficult. So I'm gonna pass on that one. I feel like at that point it's not even a little doodle. It's like it's very intricate. What else helps spark my inspiration? When I'm looking for inspiration, I do what I feel like a lot of people do. You know, like I'll go on Instagram and I'll see if there's anything that kind of stands out. And then a lot of times that doesn't work. So what I'll end up doing instead is I will look for inspiration in a different art form. So like I said, um, architecture is one of them. Sometimes I just want to go outside, look around. Other times I will not even look for inspiration. I will just exist, you know. Or another one that I really like is music because I like to add a lot of emotion and feeling into my videos, and sometimes I need to just listen to music to figure out what emotion I'm going for. And a lot of times that helps me figure out what that video is going to be about. Maybe not necessarily exactly what it's going to be about, but it'll help me figure out the emotion that I want to tell. And then I'll kind of go from there and brainstorm different ideas based off of the emotion that I felt when listening to different music. And I also like to do different art myself. So, like for music, I like to make my own music, play music. Um, I also like to draw. So sometimes I'll just draw, and I feel like when I'm distracted or feel overwhelmed or like I just can't think of anything, then I need to step away from trying and just do something else. And that does help me a lot sometimes. Can I draw Gumball's head? Okay, I will try. I need to, okay, so I'm gonna draw, oh, I love Spider-Man. How often do I dream of Spider-Man? Quite often. I probably dreamt of Spider-Man last night. I love Spider-Man. I don't know what it is. I think it's the freedom that he has because flying around with the webs. It's not even like, oh, I just love Spider-Man's character. I think it's like I love Spider-Man's power of just being able to fly around. And I think it's cooler than actually flying like Superman. That's kind of like whatever, but being able to just whip around with some webs is really cool. So I am Spider-Man all the time in my dreams, and I have been for several years. No shame. No shame at all. I don't even know what this is. This looks like something from the bottom of the ocean, like seaweed. Gumball is tough. Yes. Draw shark. Actually, I have a shark tattoo. If it's well, I can't make it upside down, but if I put my arm upside down, like, it looks like mountains, but it's actually a shark. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick to, instead of drawing actual characters, I might just improvise a little bit. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sitting here all day trying to perfect it. I already know myself. If I ever do this again, then I'll do just characters. How about that? I think I have some characters in this notebook, in this drawing pad, or maybe it's in my other one. I used to like to draw characters a lot, but I have not, so I'm super out of practice. I think that looks better. Spider-Man is not just a character, it's an emotion. Snaps to that. Snaps to that. Yeah, no, Spider-Man is so cool. Such a cool character. It's Sir Fancyton's pet kraken. Which one is? That. Whatever that is. That was supposed to be a lion, but it looks like a shell. So, it's a shell lion. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw a shark. I kind of want to do a blue shark. There was this shark. I don't remember if it was, if my younger brothers watched it, or if I watched it when I was a kid, but I remember seeing it. Okay, let's do it up here. I'm gonna draw this shark standing like that, like standing up. Like, obviously a shark wouldn't do this. Those are its little feet. Its little feet. And its fins are gonna be here. And you'll see like that looks weird. That does not look natural. Okay, well, since it's there, I kind of have to draw the face over here somehow. Dang it, I messed this up. Okay, we're gonna change this up a little bit. It's not standing anymore. This is the top of it, and this is the bottom. Draw a little eye, and try to make this fin a little bit bigger. This is like its back fin, and that's like the head fin. And we're gonna make that like that. Yeah, okay, we're getting somewhere, kind of. I'm improvising there. Okay. It's not what I was going for, but it's what I have. And I'm gonna color the top with the blue. Add some pizzazz in a minute. Just gonna color over the eye. I'll redraw it after. There we go. Spider-Man character development is the development through all can relate to. That everyone can relate to, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay, speaking of Spider-Man, who is your favorite Spider-Man? I'll go first. Tobey Maguire, obviously. Not that I hate the other ones, but I grew up with him, so I'm biased. Well, not even just that. I also think that the CGI in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was better. Like, I could be remembering it wrong, but from what I can recall, his Spider-Man was the best one, CGI wise. I also like the stories more. Oh, you're right. I could have made it into a rocket, but now it's blue. Oh, maybe I can actually draw a rocket after this. Okay, there we go. Little eyes. I'm actually deathly afraid of sharks. Like, I have an irrational fear. Like, I have a very hard time even watching a movie with sharks. Like, I really have to prepare myself. It's like, you know, people who are afraid of clowns. Like, they can't even just look at a clown, like, even on the TV. That's how I feel about sharks. Like, they terrify me. And it's not all sharks. Like, I'm okay with like the cute looking ones, you know, the ones that you see when you go to like the aquarium. Those ones are fine. But like the great white sharks, ugh, those ones are scary. And they're not even doing anything. Like they're just vibing. But for some reason there's something about them that just scares me. I don't know. But I think we all have an irrational fear. Something that literally makes no sense. I think that looks fine, right? I'm a dinosaur. Roar. Well, this guy's dinosaur too. Draw a steaming cup of coffee sitting on a tiny plate. Okay, that's a good one. Tom Holland. Okay, I'm hearing everybody. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. I think like okay, I really like Tom Holland. I think he plays Peter Parker the best. But Tobey Maguire's like Spider-Man, I like the best. And Andrew Garfield one, his was okay. Like there was nothing that really stood out to me about his, but I don't like hate his. What color should the coffee cup be? Hippos and mosquitoes are more dangerous. Yeah, but also, when am I going to encounter a hippo? It's the same thing as a shark, but the mosquitoes, they're everywhere. Tan, brown. A brown mug. Okay. Let's see what I have. This one. I don't think I have like a light brown. I have like, I don't think that's going to really show up very, very nicely. Okay, what if I do this color for the mug and then the coffee will be brown? And then I'm also going to put some red on the coffee cup because I think that would look good. Okay. I'm going to draw a little coffee cup here. Coffee mug. Oh no, that's too small. Ugh. Well, like I said before, there's nothing I can do about it. It's already set. There we go. Okay, I don't know. That looks kind of ugly. I thought it was gonna look different. I thought it was gonna look like. You see, that does not look the same at all. Well, I guess that does, but all right. Show the little coffee. I don't really drink coffee very often. I do like it. Okay, that looks like trash. That looks so bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something with this because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Okay, well, let's see what I can do. We'll give it little polka dots. Honestly, when in doubt, just add some polka dots. I feel like that always makes it look better. And then also, when in doubt, use a black marker. Give it a little nice little outline. And I think I just made it look way worse. Okay, well, I don't know. Oh, you know what? There. If I add like some steam on a little plate. Okay, well, I hope you didn't come here for really good art, because that's not what this is. Okay, let's see. You have straight hair, but you wish it was curly. I have curly hair, but I straighten it a lot. But I've been keeping it curly a lot more often because it's you gotta embrace it, you know, sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna do something with this. Like I said, when in doubt, add some polka dots. Just a couple. No need to go too crazy. Right, give it some freckles. Boom. Oh, some on the bottom. There we go. Okay, let me look through these messages. I feel like I missed some stuff. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Curly hair is annoying to clean. I mean, yeah, it is a little hard to take care of. You know, like you can't just wake up in the morning and you're good to go. You know, your hair is gonna be, well, at least mine. I'll speak for myself. When I have my hair curly and I wake up in the morning, I look insane. Like my hair is every which way. Like it's just crazy. So I'm like, we're gonna have to shape this up a little bit. I don't dislike my hair, it's just a lot to manage. That's all. I almost forgot the black on these flames. Like I said, you know, adding the black just makes it pop a lot more. Just gotta concentrate on getting these lines perfect, especially, see what I mean? Okay, that's fine. It'll just be a little thicker. Little thicker right there. Would you guys want to see a live stream of me customizing a denim jacket? Or would you prefer me to just post like an actual video? It will definitely be shorter, probably a little bit more like film-like. But if you'd rather me just do a live stream, I can do that too. Good night, fellas. Good night, my friend. Good. Okay. All right. What did I say I was gonna draw? I forgot. There was something else I said. Or I think someone asked me to draw. I think it was an eye. I don't remember if there was something after that or before. Okay, I'm gonna draw an eye. But let me just give the seaweed a little touch up. A little makeover, if you will. See, that just looks so much better. The black lines. So you can draw like the ugliest thing. Well, okay, maybe not the ugliest, because you know what they say, art is subjective. But you can draw something that just doesn't look good, and you just draw some black lines over it, and then it looks good. Like, really good. Except that. Like, that looks really funny. Okay, I don't think I like the red polka dots, so I'm just gonna go over it with black. There. That looks better. Boop, boop. Yeah, that pops out a lot more. Okay, I'm gonna draw an eye. And, ooh, sun and moon. That's a good one. Okay, I'm actually gonna draw the sun and moon one first, and then I'll do the eye. Only because I really like the sun and moon idea. Just gotta figure out how to. Ooh, camera's going crazy. I forgot to do the black on that one. Okay, I'll wait. I'll do that after. Where am I gonna put the sun and moon? Okay, we're gonna put the sun and moon right here. Move that up so you can see better. Okay, sun and moon. Let's see. How should I do this? Okay, so I'll start with the sun. That. And then I'm gonna draw like fire from the sun. But I don't want it to look like a flower. Oh, that kind of looked like a flower. There we go. The sun and the moon. Yeah, that looks like a flower, but when you see the moon, then you'll know what it is. I'm just trying to make it look like fire. You know, so it's not just like a basic sun. And then we'll do the moon in a light blue. Maybe I'll do like it like that. Here. I'm gonna make this like abstract. Okay, not abstract, but something a little bit different than your usual sun and moon. That doesn't look bad, right? That was kind of cool. Okay, so let's give the sun a little pizzazz. The color. There we go. It's all about that line work, you know? All about that line work. Boom. There we go. I'm honestly shocked that I'm up right now because I usually go to bed, like I'm in bed by 9 o'clock every day. And the reason I do that is because I try to get up at 6 o'clock. Even though like I don't usually have anywhere to be that early, I like to wake up that early so that I can get things done because I'm more of a morning person. So like the more time that passes, the less energy I have. And like care, I guess. Like I just care less as the day goes on. So I need to be up early, and in order for me to do that, I need to go to bed early. But today I decided to just do the live stream, and because it was last minute, here I am past my bedtime. but it's fine. I'm not tired or anything, so it's fine. Every so often, you know, I'll break the cycle. You know. Okay, I actually don't like this. I don't like it at all. But there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna give it an eye. No, I'm gonna give it like sunglasses. Like that. Sunglasses and give it a little smile. Oh yeah. That looks terrifying. It's fine. Who cares? Okay, now let's draw an eye. Oh yeah, I was supposed to draw a dog. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I know you said you have to go. I will draw a dog in honor of your dog. But good night. And I will still draw a dog. I'll draw it right here. So this is gonna be the face. It's gonna be one of those dogs with like big old ears. I love dogs with big ears. They're so funny. And then we got like a nose, mouth, and little eyes. And I'm gonna give it like little polka dot, not polka dots, but spots. Yes, spots. This is not a very good dog, but I'm trying here. Give it a little body with like little feet and a tail. It's gonna come out from the side. That's my dog. And to top it off, I'm gonna give the dog a little hat. Cause why not? That this one, okay, this is my masterpiece. This one right here. Look at that dog. That has a top hat. If I had space, I would give it like a little cane. I'm gonna give it little arms. Little arms. Right there. Give it a, well, I guess like a little, give it a little cane. But the cane is like on the floor. Like that. It dropped its little cane. Unconventional. I like it. Yeah. Thank you. Right? We can do things unconventional sometimes. That's cool too. Okay, now I'm going to go over this part and make sure that I give it what it needs, the love that it needs. Okay, that looks better. Well, I'm almost done with this page. Ugh, I'm so mad about this one. I don't even know what to do with it. Okay, I guess I'll just go over it with black. Maybe it'll look a little less ugly. These live streams are so weird. I feel like I'm talking to myself. But like I'm not. Well, like I kind of am, but I'm also not because people are talking. It just feels weird. I don't know how people can do this for. I don't know if you've ever seen, but there's some people who there's like a challenge, or there was a challenge at least, where people would stream for 24 hours straight. Like even while they slept, even when they went to the bathroom, like they still were live streaming, and I'm like, that's insane. And the craziest part is that people would actually watch it. Okay, that does not look like a sun and moon, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Like this is like that. Like that's supposed to be a line. It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense either, but it doesn't look horrible. It only looks horrible when you know what it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna draw a watermelon. Oh wait, no, I was supposed to draw an eye. Ooh, I hit the camera. Okay, I'm gonna draw an eye. What color should I do? Well, ooh. Let's draw a green eye. Yeah, I'll do a green. Or like a, yeah, we'll do green. I feel like there's green that's missing up here. So we'll start with this. It's gonna be a beautiful green eye. If I had another color eye, like if my eyes were a different color, I would do like they're brown, but if I couldn't have brown eyes, then I probably would do like a light hazel or green eyes. That would be really nice. Like beautiful green eyes. And let's do that. This is like in, I think Kim Possible, you know, what was her name? I want to say it was like, started with an S. What was her name from Kim Possible? You know, the green one? Shira? No, that's not right. She something. I'm gonna look it up. I have my laptop in front of me, so because that's gonna bother me if I don't know what her name was. Let's see. Her name was Shigo. Yeah, I think she had green eyes, right? Yeah, she did. Okay, this is in honor of Shigo. I thought she was so cool, even though she was a villain. But who doesn't like a good villain? I feel like they're always way better than like the good guys. Like they look cooler, better stories. They look way cooler. They're funny. Oh God, this marker is really messing this up. It's like shedding the paper. So I keep having to like pull it off and I'm inking my hand. Shigo, this is for you, girl. This is for you. Give it like little eyelashes. Can't go too crazy with it either. There. Some there. Boom. Ooh, I should do like add some, like a darker green around it. Add a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna clean up the black line there. Ooh, that looks way better. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's something. It's something. Boom. Look at that. Look at my eye. An ice cube. Okay, how am I going to draw this ice cube? Definitely blue. I'm trying not to Google anything because I kind of just want to like make this strictly whatever I have in my mind. Okay, where am I going to draw this ice cube? I'll put it right here because I don't want it too close to the shark. This is my interpretation of an ice cube. Trying to make it like rounded a little bit. But how do I make it look like it's like wet? Like that just looks like a box. Do we draw like a little? Oh yeah, I could do that. Like a little puddle. Does that even look like a puddle? Oh, that does not look like a puddle. Little bubbles. No, that does not look right. Okay, this one is officially the worst drawing of this whole thing. Even worse than this one. think I'm gonna add black to the rest of this to maybe save it slightly, a little bit. Yep, there we go. Oh, that ear's way bigger than the other one. It's fine. They're sisters, not twins. You know what they say about eyebrows. Funny story about eyebrows, actually. So there's photos or like it's a reel, Instagram reel. I think I posted it on YouTube as well. And I'm wearing a red suit, and the photos look pretty good. But when I filmed it, I didn't realize that when I did my eyebrows, I was trying to make them a little darker, but one eyebrow was thicker than the other one. So if you notice, go back to those photos and then you'll see, or like the reel, whatever, and you'll see that I'm only looking in one direction, like my face is sideways. Because I couldn't show any of the photos where like my face was looking straight at the camera because one of my eyebrows was thicker than the other. Oh god, I just hit the camera again. Why do I keep doing that? But yeah, that's a funny story. Okay, I'm gonna black this one out a little bit too, or outline it because it doesn't look anything like it's supposed to. I don't even know why I tried. Like, what made me think I knew how to draw an ice cube? And I was confident about it too. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just draw an ice cube. Put a bubble letter on the page. Okay. I'm gonna put, what letter should I do? Oh, I'm missing yellow. This is the only yellow thing. Okay. What letter should I do? Should I do an E for Emily? It looks good. LOL, chill. I'm stressed, okay? J for Joe Jonas. Okay, we're gonna do it. In honor of Joe Jonas, aka the best of the Jonas Brothers, we're gonna draw a nice little bubble letter for him. I actually just saw a video of the Jonas Brothers earlier. I think they were making a new music video, but they were filming it on like a Google Pixel phone. And I was like, oh, that's really clever actually. And it's funny because I was actually thinking, I was like, Joe is still my favorite. No shame, like to the other ones. I like them too, but I don't like them as much as Joe. I feel like I resonate with him. I don't know. I feel like we would be cool friends if we knew each other. But he's missing out. I'm saying he's really missing out. Okay, I think I kind of peeled the paper a little bit too much there, so I'm gonna let that dry. And in the meantime, I will go over it with black. M, yeah, I'll do M too. Or maybe next time I'll do M. Because then I'm just gonna have a bunch of random letters. But I get it. I get it. Okay, gotta add a little pizzazz, you know? A little pizzazz here and there. Let's see, I can do like that. Does that make it look more 3D? This marker is really looking not it. Okay, that did not make it look better. That looks silly. Okay, well, like I said, when in doubt, add polka dots. Because then you kind of don't notice the other mistakes. Boom. There we go. This marker, I really gotta switch out the marker. Or I can actually flip the this little piece around. I'm gonna do that. Not right now though, because it's messy. There you go. J for Joe Jonas. Kevin just had a solo a few days ago. I didn't even know he was doing that. Good for him though. Good for him. He said, okay, fine, I'm going to remind you. Okay, you can remind me that next time I have to add an M. Okay, I'm gonna like add a little bit to this fire, to this flame here. It's white, make it that look a little bit better. I gotta, okay, whoa, 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 what am I doing? Okay, never mind. We are not gonna add anything to this. Let me fix it with the blue. That was looking crazy. There we go. Whoa. Nope. No, 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 no. It's not look right. It's not look right at all. That's the thing when you draw with like markers or pens or anything, you have to be careful because you can't really go back. Good night, Leslie Davis. Okay, I'm gonna draw a couple more things. So like something here, 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 and here. 4 more things. All right, let's see. Oh, I said I was gonna draw, what, a watermelon, I think? Yeah, I'll draw a watermelon. A watermelon. So it's like, I love watermelon. It's such a good summer fruit. So refreshing. And it's not acidic either, so it's like you can eat. I mean, if you wanted to, you could really eat just like a whole watermelon. But like with you can't eat like a ton of apples, or you can't eat a bunch of pineapple because then it's gonna hurt. One time, I don't know why I did this. I think I was just like, those apples that I had were really good. I don't remember what kind they were, but they were so good. And I ate 3 of them, like in one day. And I had the worst stomach pain. Like I was cramping, and I didn't think about it, but it was the acid in them. So I was like, never again. Did I regret it? I mean, kind of. It hurt. I was cramping like crazy because I ate too many apples. And the worst part about it was this was only a couple years ago, so I was an adult. So I just didn't think about it. No, I'm like scratching up the paper. I got too distracted with my apple eating story that I wasn't thinking about the pressure I was putting on this. Oh my god, it's literally getting destroyed. I thought that using this paper would be fine because it's supposed to be for like watercolor, so it's not supposed to like really peel like this. But I did get this pad from Five Below like a couple years ago, so it's not really the best quality. And 2, I think I'm just putting too much pressure at the same time. Ooh, grapes. Love it. This is making me want some watermelon. So yummy. So yummy. Okay, I'll draw grapes in one of the other corners. Okay, let me draw the little seeds first. Let's let that dry a little bit. Let it dry a little. Okay. Boom. Doesn't look that bad. And I personally like green grapes. So grapes are gonna be green. That. I gotta figure out like how to. So I can't really outline them with the black, because then it's gonna look. They're too small. And then it's gonna look crazy. So gotta be very careful with the pressure that I'm putting. Oh no. That does not look like grapes. I feel like this whole video is just me complaining about how the drawing that I'm doing doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. Like my intention was to do a whole Q&A, but it didn't really seem like anybody was interested in that, so we kind of just like got off topic, and now I'm just talking about like my drawing. Okay, I can't save it. So I'm just gonna draw like little vines so you can kind of tell what it is ish. Remember, I'm not what was I gonna say? I'm not looking anything up because I don't want to. I'm just going by my imagination. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that anymore. I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna draw an apple. It does not look perfectly fine. It just looks like a blob, but it's okay. What did I say? Oh, I'm gonna draw an apple. Let's draw it here. Wait, is that where I said I was gonna draw? I don't think I did, but I'm gonna draw here. Draw a little apple, and then I'm about to finish this masterpiece. Call it a night. And so if you have last minute request, let's make it a fruit. I feel like we have a little fruit thing going. And I'm not gonna use any black for the fruit, like the outline of it. So we got the grapes, watermelon, apple, and maybe like one more. Boom, cute. Looks like Picasso compared to my art. Picasso. Okay. Another fruit, but it has to be something like easy. I was thinking of doing like a pineapple, but I'm like, ugh, I don't have room for a good pineapple. I can't draw one tiny with the markers that I have. Avocado. Okay, good. Wait, no. Because I was gonna do it here. I'll do it here. Okay, so let's see. How am I gonna do this? Dope drawings. Thank you. They're just my little doodles. Okay, this is my avocado. Let's leave a little space for the seed. Oh, whatever. I'll just let it dry and then I'll put the brown over it. Just pick up all these little sheddings. I'm gonna give this avocado some arms and a face, because why not? And it's gonna have a little arm, another little arm. I don't really have space for like hands, so we're gonna draw like little nubs. Same thing with the feet. This little sticks. I'm gonna give it a little hat, like I did the dog. It's funny. Some little eyes. It's not gonna have a mouth. I don't want to give it a mouth. Just let that dry a little bit more. Let it dry, let it dry. Because if I go over it with the marker, it's just gonna get ruined. Okay, you know what? Honestly, this isn't looking as horrendous as it did earlier. That's supposed to be an ice cube. I feel like I messed it up when I put the black around this part at the bottom, but it's fine, whatever. Okay, I think we should be... no, I'll give it an extra second. Okay, I'm gonna draw... You know what? I'm gonna draw a banana. Right here. It's a good place to put it. And then I'm gonna finish the avocado, and then we are going to call it a night. I eat bananas every single day, actually, in my morning smoothie. Get the potassium. Also, I like the sweetness. I know not everybody likes bananas, but I don't know how you couldn't. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, but whatever. And then we'll draw like the little top part here for the banana. Boom. And the seed for the avocado. Avocado seed. Oh, man. It's like the paper is peeling. Okay, how does this look? What do we think? They're good in smoothies. Yes, bananas are so good in smoothies. It's cool, just found your channel randomly for you, but hell yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel where I talk about nonsense. Okay, wait, actually I have one more thing. I'm gonna try to do that to this one, because I think that looks pretty good. And then I can just give it a little touch up with the red or the orange, depending on which one needs it. I like the black. Let's put on the black. Okay, that does not look bad. Let me just touch it up with the black. If I can find it. Where's the black marker? Oh. Just do that. Boom. Boom. Nice. Okay. Well, this is it. This is what we have going on here. All the things. So screenshot it. Use it as your wallpaper. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. I'm not even going to do that. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining this super random and last minute live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Now I have this random but cool little drawing here. And if you want to see another one, let me know and I'll probably do another one. So cool. Thumbs up. Give you another moment to admire my nails. Shout out to my friend who did them for me. All right, guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. So I should be posting a new video soon. I'm not going to let you know what it's about, but you'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.